just one more note, obviously for Canadian sports fans, Darren Dutchyshen, legendary, right? Like that gets thrown around a lot, but he is an absolute Canadian broadcasting legend. He passes away. That announcement coming earlier this morning. I was lucky enough to work with him for a couple of years out at Sports Center. And like everything you've heard about him today is 100% true. Like when I first started there in January 2010, which is wild, it was 14 years ago now. But one of the first to greet me and greeted me as if we were long lost best friends, and couldn't have been happier to find out that I was also from small town Saskatchewan. And when I would go back home and everyone asks like, okay, what's Corey Warren like? What's Jennifer Hedger like? The first one would be, what's Darren Dutchyshen like? And that would be the one that if you said, you know what, he's kind of a dick, that would have broken the hearts of everyone because of the reputation that he has. And I promise you, anything you think of this guy, it's not close to how nice of a dude he was. He had that personality that just filled a room. And he could tell, like, whenever you're going around and everyone's like exchanging jokes on a situation or you're making fun of a guy, his would always be the last one because no one was topping him. But he could also have like serious conversations with people and helpful work conversations with people. Like he was the exact person you always needed to be around, no matter what your situation was. He was that guy. And like from a broadcasting standpoint, like fuck man, he was incredible. There would be times where like one of the jobs that I would have would be to go up and run prompter, you know, like just someone from along the route. It's like, all right, you're not doing anything. You would Cleveland against Minnesota. You're probably good, man. You would go up and run prompter, and there'd be a time where his on cam would come up and it would just say ad lib on the thing, and it would be perfect. And like it would be the same as if you had every word scripted and you were going along. Like it was just perfection. You could run up in a cold sweat and just slide him the highlight pack as it's starting, and he would nail it. And like broadcasters everywhere are going to be ripping off this guy's style for forever, whether they know it or not, are going to be ripping off this guy's style. And it would be funny. Story editor was the official job. And one of the things you had to do if you had time, you would read your highlight pack off to one of the senior people, right? And they would give it the okay, and then you would go hand your script in. And guys would start reading it like Dutchy. Like it would be like Nowitzki for 3, bang. And like everyone would start reading it the way Darren Dutchyshen would read it. But of course, like 1% as well, because he was the absolute man. But no, just like he was someone who, the second he walked into a room, if you had never watched Sports Desk, if you had never watched Sports Center, the second he walked into a room, you'd be like, he's somebody. I don't know what, but he's somebody. Like, regardless of how much you knew about him. And then if you watched a second of him, he was your favorite broadcaster forever. He was always in everyone's homes. He becomes a part of your life, especially at that time where you can't just go on social media or YouTube or whatever and get whatever highlight you want. He was the one who brought all of those to you. And it is a gigantic loss for the sports community, and just in general, man. Like, the world needs more people like Darren Dutchyshen, not less. And an absolute beauty of a human being is gone far too soon. But it doesn't make it easier, but he lived he got the most out of life that you could possibly imagine. Like to fit it into less than 60 years. He lived a full lifetime's worth of it. And we should all, in so many ways, try to be quite a bit more like that guy was. And it's been kind of hitting throughout the day. Like I'm not going to say we're best friends. That is absolutely a relationship that I wish I would have followed up on after I left. And that's another story for another day. But like just an amazing dude, an amazing broadcaster, and just, yeah, I can't do it enough justice to talk about him. But this one really, really stings. And you're seeing it hit people who'd never met him or met him once. And that was another thing that was amazing about him, is that, like, you meet him once and you feel like he's your best friend. And that's, for so many people, that was just it through the television. He had that. It's incredible. It's been hitting me throughout the day. It's been hitting me in waves. Anytime you see that tribute, like, it sucks, man. It really, really sucks. But absolutely, like, rest in peace to a legend, and just thank you for providing, on a number of different levels, so many examples of what people should be like and people should be doing in this world.